Hyrule won't save itself. The king has been forced into slumber by a villainous threat, one determined to spread a cacophony of enchanted music across the land. Explore the randomly generated overworld and dungeons on a quest to protect the world in this action-adventure game with a rhythmic twist. What a hot beat! Every beat of each remix tune is a chance for Link or Zelda to move from square to square, attack, defend, and more. Better keep the beat, because if you don't, whatever move you try to make won't activate. Step toward an enemy you're standing next to, and if you time it right, you'll attack immediately. These attacks are specific to each weapon type. In the right place, at the wrong time, then defend yourself by pressing the R button. If you see an opening, press the L button to unleash your character's special ability. Fans of The Legend of Zelda know all about items. Simply assign one to a slot and press the corresponding button to use it. But in this game, you'll also come across limited use items that activate automatically, depending on the situation. Dig up dirt with a shovel, burn obstacles with a torch, and don't forget to wear the right boots for the occasion. Make a wrong move and... you've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? Every time you perish, so will your rupees, not to mention keys and consumable items. Thankfully, you can visit an oracle to get a variety of items that will help you in the next life. But to score these items, you'll need some in-game currency you can use in the afterlife. And luckily, you can find diamonds in dungeons, or by clearing an area of enemies. And diamonds, as they say, are forever. At the start of your adventure, the overworld map will be randomly generated, meaning there are thousands of possible variations. The sizes and shapes of areas like the desert or the forest, and the locations of key places will differ for most players. Each of these locations, like Lake Hylia, is plagued by different varieties of infamous foes. And you never know which direction they'll attack from. Even a stroll down the beach could turn into a life-or-death encounter with evil Zoras, Octoroks, Lizalfos, and the like. Darker still are the dungeons. Every time you re-enter a dungeon or game over, the layout of each floor will alter. Essentially, each dungeon is an ever-changing gauntlet of items and challenges. So expect the unexpected, and to face a boss, transformed by a shadowy fiend into a nightmarish new form. This is your journey to undertake, so there's no right way to endure it. Adventure fans have a well-balanced, rising challenge to look forward to in story mode, and hardened veterans will see how long they can survive on their first run in permadeath mode. Should you falter, you must start over from the beginning of the game. It's not for the faint of heart. The time has come to equip yourself with an arsenal of Legend of Zelda items. Master the spells and weapons from Crypt of the Necrodancer, and outstep iconic pixel art enemies in rhythmic combat. Keep the beat, and keep Hyrule from meeting certain doom. Available now.
Begin the mission.
It's your call, rookie.
The battle's already started?
If you get in our way, we will eliminate you.
A new awakening draws nigh.
Sweet dreams.
Finally! I was getting tired of playing your childish game!
Let's all agree to meet back at the monastery exactly 5 years from today.
Like a class reunion?
You will come, won't you? Years ago, we fought here as classmates.
As big class reunions go, this one's gotta be the worst in history.
What should we do, Teach?
Kill every last one of them!
Still, we have no choice but to eliminate those who cling to unreasonable ideas of justice.
Someone must put a stop to this cycle of the strong trampling the weak.
So the Veilstar consumes even the darkness itself.
Yet we have the strength to scale the walls between us, to reach out our hands in friendship so we can open our true hearts to one another. That's how we win!
My teacher.
Both sides of time are revealed to you. What shall you do?
How lovely it would be for this moment to last forever.
We all have choices to make. We all have to decide what's worth fighting for. If only I could have found a way out without killing them. I made my decision. I will free myself. Whatever the cost. Fight for your freedom.
Over many years, I've learned that life can be like a fairy tale, and truly amazing things can happen on even very ordinary days. We had such brilliant times together. We played and laughed and ate together. We had no idea what lay just around the corner. Robot soldiers, unyielding, vicious, completely emotionless. They went about their mindless task. Everything was changing for the worse, and it was all down to the Robot King. People stared at the Red Folk. They started treating them differently. I looked at my friend, and she was no different to the girl I knew she'd always been. But she was scared. Whatever her fate was, I wanted to share it.
Rated E10 for ages 10 and up.
You're that eager to die? Then allow me to assist. Deep down, they wish they were dead. They kill each other like they swat flies, running towards oblivion like blind rats. So I want to give them a little push in the right direction, as the benevolent servant of our wise dad should.
Since ancient times, the people of this world have vied with blades, life forms born from core crystals. Eventually, one blade became bent on realizing humanity's ruin. His name was Malos, the Aegis.
Just the spirit we'll need if we're going to set this world to rights.
Whatever happens, I'll protect you. Be sure.
My lady.
Understood.
If it must be so, I will expend my life for the future of the land of my forefathers.
I'm just following this guy since he woke me up, and that's basically it. Didn't like that, did you?
You know, if the architect really does exist, I'd quite like to meet him.
I have always wanted to put myself on the line for our people.
His Majesty has many pressing matters to attend to.
We would do well to proceed with caution.
Come on! Come at me!
Lead a group of legendary warriors, split into teams comprised of a driver and 2 blades. Coordinate with your allies during battle to chain together combo attacks and unleash mighty techniques called arts. Normal attacks are performed automatically, with successful hits filling this gauge, making it possible to unleash the art of your choosing. Arts produce a variety of effects depending on the skills of their user. Increase their efficacy by using them in well-timed succession, or combine them to disable your foes. Specials will become available once enough arts have hit their mark. The higher a specials level, the more powerful it will be. Link multiple specials together and boost their power even further. Swapping party members between the front and back lines of battle with Vanguard Switch is crucial to success. Changing out warriors recovers lost HP and fills all arts gauges. Use this tactic to dictate the pace of battle and overwhelm your enemies. Chain attacks are the be-all and end-all of abilities. They involve all 3 members performing a special in unison, raining down massive damage on anything standing in their way. Our story takes place in the kingdoms of Torna and Gormat. The terrain itself is in fact the back of a colossal creature known as a Titan. It's a vast expanse teeming with wildlife. The inhabitants of this world maintain their ecosystems on the backs of these Titans, adrift on a sea of seemingly endless clouds. Throughout your adventures, you'll occasionally cross paths with fearsome monsters, so tread with care. Fire pits found across the map make ideal places to set up camp and take a rest. Craft useful items for battle using resources found on your journey.
Quite proud of. I hope you'll appreciate the...
You can also engage in chats to learn travel tips and a bit more about your companions. This world is abuzz with the varied lifestyles of its many inhabitants. They may occasionally have favors to ask. Vanquishing a monster here, recovering a lost item there. You get the idea. Fulfilling these requests will expand your community as proof of the trust you've earned. Laura and her companions add to their community, and in so doing provide support for those they encounter. Their actions may also serve to spread hope throughout the world as well.
I wanted to see the humans dance, the dance of death.
It's divine will. Could anyone call this salvation?
Don't you think they're worth saving?
That's not for the likes of me to decide. It's up to you humans.
Why the damn bloodlust?
So,
Exciting, right?
Malice, if this is a joke, it's not funny.
Life or death? But you gotta choose, partner.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna, the Golden Country. Available now. Owners of the Xenoblade Chronicle 2 game and its expansion pass have immediate access to the story scenario Torna, the Golden Country. Or newcomers can enjoy Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna, the Golden Country as its own separate adventure in the standalone version of the game.
Rated E for everyone.